McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. It's caught by Jackson. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
There. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming up. Hey. 50 the mic. 50 the mic. Yeah, let's get set.
Wilson to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 50. Blue Dan. Check 31. Check.
Check 50.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
0-0. Go.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
One left.
I smell fear in that offense.
Check 50.
Boom. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 50.
He's back to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get in them holes.
I'll go special.
Check. Mike 50.
Here's Wilson. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime here for Vick. Open man, Gronkowski complete. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. And even 50 yards. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Let's go now. Keep it Pittsburgh. What is it? Tie your right.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of it. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Go, 14. Let's go.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the